Hello, Nomad Nation. Welcome to the episode 200. I am so excited. It's been amazing journey to celebrate, to do these 200 episodes for you, Nomad Nation. I want to thank you, first of all, for your loyalty, for listening. And I want to thank a very special listener of Tandem Nomads, Caroline Onuk. Caroline, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And Caroline had an amazing idea. She's been listening to the Tandem Nomads podcast show for a long time. And she's like, there are some questions I want to ask you on the show. Would you be willing to be interviewed on our own show? I was like, wow, what a fantastic idea. So, Caroline, before we go into that, I'd love to know a bit more about you. So, please introduce yourself.
Well, I've been on a global journey all my life. I've been an expat. I'm one part of a dual career couple. I'm the mother of two cross cultural children. And I have 10 years HR focused on global mobility and recruitment. But now I'm focused on the human side of HR, where I've used my skill set to now become an accredited coach. So I founded my own coaching business called Bright Future Leaders.
Wonderful. And so you've been coaching, you've been also working with different organizations. What is the what is for you the biggest learning you want to share with us real quick about your journey here?
I think the biggest thing is that you don't know what you're capable of unless you try. So, this idea that you need to just ask, just like I asked you, if I wouldn't have asked you, can I have this opportunity to be able to turn the mic? You don't know, right? And even if the answer is no, well, what is the learning? What is the reason why there's a no? I think even I got a one job where I was told, no, you don't have enough experience. And I went back and I said, well, actually, I believe that I am qualified enough and give me a chance. And I ended up being employed there for a few years. So,
Wow,
right.
this is good. This is great. Yeah, just ask, right? You have nothing to lose by asking. I love that. And thank you for coming up with this idea. I could have not said no to this amazing idea. Before we talk a little bit about this episode, I would love to know, as a Tandem Nomads listener, what was the biggest highlight or consequence that happened to you through the podcast?
I think it was one of the first few episodes that I listened to, which was the one with Gertraud, 138, where I managed to connect with her and find out about her journey. And she shared to me about an organization that she was a part of called Here We Are Global. And now I'm actually part of that organization. So it's an expat support network where we help people on their global journey, having a professional network. So I've co founded the chapter in Turkey. And I'm also part of the global strategy team working on development and strategy for them on a global scale. So it's
Yes,
really an opportunity came out of listening to your podcast.
it's
And
wonderful.
another thing, actually, the friend of mine who told me about your podcast is now doing your business accelerator now.
I did not know that.
Yes, I
This is
just,
news.
yeah,
What a
yeah,
small world.
yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Mm.
Wow, and actually Get Out, who you connected with, started Here We Are Global because of an interview with the founder of the community. So amazing. That's what I love about it. So I'd love to know, what was it that made you want to do this interview and interview me? What was it that you were trying to get or do, or yeah, what is it that interested you in doing this?
I think every week I'm listening to your different inspirational stories and listening to your guests. And I was talking to my own coach as an example of someone who I think is very successful and who I'd like to be like. And I was saying, how does she do this? How does she manage this? I'm so curious. I want to find out more. And then because we had connected about a workshop that we were doing together with Here We Are, I thought, why don't I just ask her if she would be interested in turning the mic around and if that would be something she would be open to. So, again, this idea of if you don't ask, you don't know.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Well, you've been amazing at the questions. Thank you so much. Your questions were questions that very few people have ever asked me. And there are some things that I share that I'm not are rarely ever shared, I think, in the podcast. So you've managed to get some information out of me. So good job.
Good.
And thank you again, Caroline, for taking the time for this. It's been amazing to do this with you.
Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And for us to be able to have more insights into the story and the background. And I think it'll really resonate with people. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. And Nomad Nation, another moment that I want to take to thank you for helping me get all the way to 200 episodes. It wouldn't have been possible without the continuous support from all of you and you taking the time to listen. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And let's meet inside this episode 200. The link is below or above this video. And as usual, I really want to encourage you and invite you to turn your challenges into wonderful opportunities. Bye. Thank you.